It's personal to me because 11 years ago when my wife's grandfather became disabled after suffering a stroke, I was able to become one of his part-time caregivers. And he was really special to me, really special man. First sort of adult male figure to take interest in me. So 2 years prior to him falling ill, he allowed me to move into his home with him for a while I was transitioning careers, at which time I got to spend quite a bit of time with him. You know, a lot of mornings drinking coffee together and just having conversations about anything from sports to financials. He always had time for me, you know, and just for anybody who needed him. You know, he gave me a lot of advice, you know, shared life experiences with me, was just there to listen, you know, if I needed him to listen. He kind of just became a really good friend as well. There really wasn't anything he wouldn't do for anyone he cared for, especially his family. You know, his generosity really knew no bounds. He was really the kindest, you know, most caring and genuine, compassionate man, you know, just person that I'd really ever met. So, you know, he kind of became a role model for me of what a man could be. You know, we didn't have to be, you know, macho and dominant. You know, we could be kind and we could be caring, and so he kind of really became my role model. So when he fell ill, I was really quick to go to my mother-in-law, who was the primary decision maker for him, and volunteer any of my free time I could to help aid in his care. But after about a month of different family members taking shifts in his care, it became pretty difficult, not only for my mother-in-law, but for the family to sort of balance his care along with our own work and family lives. And it also started to become sort of apparent that his dignity was slipping away, and that he seemed to be feeling like more of a burden to the family, of course, with family members having to aid in his personal care. We all sort of knew that putting him into a facility was not an option. You know, his one request was that he got to spend his remaining days in his home, as his wife did, who had passed 10 years prior. So that's kind of when we all made the decision to get him full-time in-home care. You know, I'll never forget, it was a brother and sister team that worked for this particular agency, and they brought a ton of relief to our family. You know, and they showed my grandfather the same kind of genuine compassion and care that he showed to so many others. It was really comforting to know that someone was there caring for him when we couldn't be, especially because it was someone that we felt that cared about him just as much as we did. You know, and that's really my goal, is to honor my grandfather's memory and to, you know, bring relief, comfort, and genuine, compassionate care to families in need. You know, I always think that our elders took care of us and tended to our every needs, you know, at one point. I think it's only right we do the same for them in their time of need.